Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic. My name is Lisa, and today I've got an unboxing for you with a bit of a difference. This is a WitchBox unboxing. Apparently, it's a surprise box. As many of you will know, I've been subscribed to Witchcasket for about 4 years, 4.5 years, something like that. And for most of that time, it's been a continual subscription because I really enjoy their boxes. I enjoy the quality of the products. And I just love the fact there's a little mystery gift that comes through every single month. Obviously, I pay for Witchcasket myself and I've bought this box myself. But this is not a WitchBox subscription box. This is actually a surprise box. So I don't know whether this is a full box, i.e. it's November last year's box, or if this is just a random collection of stuff they had lying around the warehouse. I also can't remember what the details are for a normal WitchBox subscription, so I'll put all of that on screen. As always, this is not sponsored. I've bought this with my own money. I don't do any sponsored unboxings or any sponsored videos on this channel at all. So then let's have a look at what's in the box. So I'm just going to swap over the cameras. Now, to be brutally honest, it is open. I opened it because Rufus was asking about what it was. And I said, oh, it's a bit like Witchcasket, I think. I don't know quite what's in there. Let me know what you think. And he said, oh, there's a few bits and bobs in there. So yeah, it looks interesting. Apparently there's a few boxes. That's all I know. So then let's have a look. Oh, it says magical secrets lie within, exclusive and hand-picked items brought to you by WitchBox. And then we've got the lovely purple tissue paper. So then, oh, we've got a scroll on top and a little book. So let's have a look at the scroll. Now, although I don't subscribe to this, Shannon Demdike, the Midnight Wiccan Crafter, she subscribes to this, and you can often see her unboxings on a monthly basis because she puts that up every single month. So our scroll this time is, ooh, now that's useful, protection in witchcraft. It says protection is a vital step in any spiritual or magical practice. It helps to create a safe and sacred space, shielding you from negative energies or influences. Here are some simple and effective ways to ensure you are protected when practicing witchcraft. So we've got cast a circle, call upon white light, and use salt for protection. Basic stuff, but you know, again, these boxes are made not just for practiced witches like me, but also for, you know, beginners and newbies to the craft. So we've got a book that says herbs for magical purposes, and it's a little pamphlet-y book. It says, oh, there's 12 different herbs. No, there's not. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different herbs with a little introduction. So I quite like the printing. It feels quite nice paper, actually. So we've just got a little piece about each one of the herbs. This is quite useful, I guess. I've got several little books like this, and I've got my own herbal, which is Book of Shadows, that I'm writing with my own sort of the things that I use my herbs for. I've got mugwort. Mugwort I use quite a bit, actually. So it does say mugwort is an ancient herb native to several parts of the world, including Europe, and is an aromatic flowering herb. Yes, it is. With orange or yellow flowers. It's rapidly spreading plant and therefore considered a weed. Yep, grow it in pots. If you are interested in growing any of the herbs, mugwort and mint, grow in pots because it limits their spread. Otherwise, you might plant it this year in a little corner, and before you know it, in a couple of years' time, you've got a mugwort garden. So it says its uses: burn before a tarot or oracle card reading to give greater insight and vision. Okay. Add to a charm bag and place under your pillow to aid prophetic dreams. Yes. Drink mugwort. I keep saying mud. Drink mugwort tea to ease muscular pain, digestion, and regulate menstruation. Add a leaf to your shoe to ease foot pain. Apparently that was a Roman thing. Or add to a warm bath to ease tension and relax. And it says for spell work using divination, astral projection, and psychic. It says physic, but psychic healing or strength. It does say physic though. Look, Interesting. So yeah, that's really cool. I use mugwort for its connection to the astral, connection to the Akashic records, things like that. And if I'm wanting to enhance those sort of psychic ability, not my physic abilities, but my psychic abilities. So yeah, that looks really interesting. So happy to have that as well. We've got is this an art print? It is. Oh, it's like a wee pendulum board. That's rather cool. And again, in my favorite colors. Now I do use pendulums. So that's really interesting. It's interesting, the shape. I don't know, now I'm looking at it, whether this is designed to be a pendulum board or whether this is designed to be used with a planchette as a Ouija board, because we've got the lettering and the numbers. And normally, oh no, I guess we've got yes, yes, and yes. So normally they're opposite in a pendulum board. So I'm wondering what the original use was of this was. Now, one thing I'm noticing is there isn't a little pamphlet. So it tells me that this is a random surprise box rather than it being like November last year's box that they had spare or something. But that's cool. I like that. We've got a cord cutting kit. Now that's interesting. This will be one of their spell kits. So cord cutting kits are very useful if you want to separate yourself from a situation. If you've got an ex that's a bit clingy, family members that are, you know, no longer wanted in your life. Oh, there's all sorts of bits and pieces here. What's all this? We've got, so it says the cutting the cord spell. We've got purple twine, a white tea light candle, spearmint and nettle leaf. So that's our spearmint. And that's our nettle leaf, and these are biodegradable bags, so that's really cool. And then we've got our spell instructions here. It should be incense. Okay, tie a knot in the twine to symbolize the unwanted bond. Hold the twine over the flame carefully and say, this tie is severed, my spirit is free. No longer entangled, I reclaim me. Let the flame burn through the twine or cut with scissors while focusing on your release. Okay, now that's interesting. It's a slightly different variation of ones that I've used personally in the past. I tend to use the ones with the 2 spell candles with the twine kind of between the two. But that's a really interesting variation actually. I like that. I like finding something that's a bit of a twist on, you know, traditional folkloric witchcraft or traditional spell work. So yeah, that's really interesting. So that's cool. Don't mind that at all. I don't tend to do spell kits, but again, let me know if there's some spell kits. If you want me to do a little series of doing some of these spell kits, do let me know in the comments. So we've got a little box of, oh, this is sea salt. Okay, it says for purity, circle casting and cleansing. Is it just going to be a standard like salt really? Oh yes it is. Look at that, a little thing of sea salt. Again, it's quite cute. I don't really have an awful lot to say about this. It's just a little glass vial of salt. I mean, it's pretty enough, look nice on a altar or somewhere. But yeah, that's just a little thing of salt. Always handy to have. Oh, we've got some more of these. Let's go through these as well. So we've got pink salt. Okay, it's going to be the same, isn't it? And I wonder if that other one's going to be black salt or something. So pink salt. Yep, there we go. Lovely little glass jar of pink salt. Again, nothing special really, is it, to be honest? Again, I'm happy to have it. You know, they're always, little vials like this are always good if you're traveling or something and you don't want to take it with you. Witch salt, aha. Now this is for banishing, protection and cleansing. Is this going to be black salt, I wonder? For me, witch salt is always, oh, interesting. Not so much black, just sort of grey. Oh, it does say black salt on there. Now that's interesting. Okay. Okay, there's no instruction on how to use it. There's a warning label on there that I cannot see. But interesting. It's quite different to the sort of black salt that I either make myself or that has come in various other boxes over the years. So yeah, okay, I don't mind that. It's a little bit different, but we've got our 3 little salts, so I quite like that. Oh, we've got some candles, some little spell candles. These are for abundance. They look grey. They look a bit green on camera, but they are actually almost like a pale greeny grey. Spirit of Equinox, so I know where these come from. I know the wholesaler that you get these from. They are just grey, unscented grey candles for abundance. Now that's interesting. I don't normally associate grey with abundance, but you know, I'm always happy to have some more candles. I burn a lot of candles on the live streams that I do. I do a tarot live stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Before that, though, on a Sunday evening at 6, I do a members only live. And quite often, if the members are having some health issues or somebody in the family is having some sort of problem, we'll light various color-coded candles and send a little bit of energy their way. So I'm always happy to have more little charm candles. Oh, we've got a thing. This is going to be, if it's not chocolate, it will be a wax melt. There we go, a banishing wax melt. It says scented with a blend of bay and rosemary. Okay, I do have a little wax melt burner, so let me give this a little sniff. Wow, it smells very fresh. Actually, it smells very fresh. That's interesting. There's another herby scent to it as well. I don't quite know what that is, but that's actually quite pleasant. So yay. And it's not too strong, so it's something that we'll probably be able to burn in the house with the wax melts rather than incense. Incense, that smoke gets on Rufus's lungs and causes a few issues. But this being a wax melt, that's quite a nice option. What else have we got? There's so many bits in here. Right, we'll go with whatever this box is. This is a crescent moon charging dish. Ooh, an exclusive dish to charge crystals in the light of the moon. Okay. Oh, of course it's sealed. There we go. Just use my nail, pop that out. There we go. Oh, look, that's pretty. That's pretty. It's almost like a little trinket dish, and it says "Stay wild, Moonchild." I'm seeing this quote on quite a lot of things at the moment, so it's a popular phrase. That's quite cute, though. That is quite cute. I like that. I've got some crystals just here on my side as well. So there you go. So you would pop your crystals in there and put it out in the moonlight to charge. That's quite cute. Yeah. No, I'm not mad at that at all. That's cute. So far, for £15, I mean, again, for £15, this box is amazing. I'm not quite sure what a full witch box costs. I don't know if it's 30 or 40. It might be in the middle. It might be 35. I honestly couldn't tell you. As I sit... I honestly couldn't tell you as I sit here how much it is. I think it's about between £30 and £40. But again, I would have put the details on screen by now. So we've got a Moonchild pendant spell kit, a meditative spell to imbue a pendant with your magical intent. Includes everything you need to make an enchanted pendant. Oh, that's cute. So what have we got in here then? We've got a needle and thread, a little round thingy, a couple of round thingies. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this is. That's interesting. A little cord. So then let's just see what the little pamphlet thing says that we're supposed to do. Do we open it this way? A Moonchild pendant spell kit. Instructions: to find the center of the fabric, fold in half, rotate and fold in half again. Separate the 3 colors of thread, pick out the lightest color for the crescent moon, pull on the thread to loosen 2 strands of cotton and thread these onto your needle. Following the chart, sew across sew cross stitch for the crescent moon. Okay, so is there a chart? Oh, okay, so we do that, and then take the darkest colour and work the outline of the moon in back stitch, and then take any remaining thread and work small stars into the design if you wish. Pass the frame through the smoke from a little incense or leave outside in the moonlight. Cover the smallest wooden circle with your design in the centre and push it through the wooden hoop to make a pendant. Then use the small screw and bolts to secure it. Cut off any loose thread or excess aider and glue the large circle on the back. Finally, knot the centre of the necklace around the top of the pendant and tie tightly. So it would be on that. Okay, is there a screw? Oh yes, there is. I can see the screw. No, is there? Yes, there is. Screw and bolt just there at the end. Okay, I mean that's quite cute, quite detailed. Presumes we know how to do any kind of cross stitch. I'm not the best at the cross stitch, but no, that looks cute. I mean, okay. I'm not sure it's something that I personally would wear. I might though. I might use this and actually inscribe my own sigil. I normally have, it's just under there, look. I normally have a little sigil that's an ongoing working. So actually, I could always do that instead of using the moon charm. It's a cute thing to have, isn't it? It's a cute thing to make. I like the fact that it's something that you've got to put your time and effort into. So you are effectively imbuing it with your energy, your time and your creativity. So it's that, you know, I like workings or spells that you have to put your own oomph into, rather than like this, do this and say these words. I like something like this because you do really have to think and put your own sort of spin on it. So that's good. It looks like we've got a couple more items. I've got a box and then a fabricy thing. So the box is a crystal moon sun catcher. Okay, so obviously there was a lot of product for the moon themed doodah month, whenever that was. So a moon beam. Oh look, oh that's pretty. Right, hopefully it's not all tangled up. Oh, it is a bit tangled up. Right, okay. Which way round will this go then? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I like. Oh, that's quite pretty actually. It's a little bit dirtied on here. It needs a little bit of a polish up, but that's quite pretty. Oh look, so we've got, there you go, look, that's quite nice. Oh, I do quite like that. Yeah, look, if I swap the camera so you can see it in the other, from the other view, look at that. That's quite nice actually. And we've got a little star hanging off of this crystal here, and a sun emblem there, and it's all done in this sort of goldy brass colour. I really like that. That's cute. Okay, that's cute. Yay. Right, let's see what else. I think there's only one more item in here, and it would appear to be the moon braid kit. Making a moon braid can be a relaxing and magical experience. To make the braid, take the 3 strands of ribbon. They are white, silver and black to symbolise the phases of the moon. Fold them in half, leaving a loop at the top. Tie a knot and start braiding. When you are near the bottom, tie another knot, leaving the ends of the ribbon free. As you braid, you may wish to weave in charms or other objects that represent the moon to you. You may also chant or sing to weave a spell into your braid. When the braid is finished, you can charge it by leaving it in the path of moonlight and then hang it in your home. Okay. 3 bits of ribbon. I mean, you know, I know Sarah got something like this recently where it was just 3 bits of ribbon and she wasn't impressed. I'm not majorly impressed. I do quite like the spell working though. Again, something you need to put a bit of energy into. So what's this then? Oh, there's something else in the bottom as well. Stay Wild Moonchild little hanging banner thing. Okay. with a dancing girl, a bunny in the forest. I mean, it's sort of pinky purpley type almost, so I don't mind it. It's not really to my personal taste, but I don't mind it. It's a little bit live, laugh, love for my liking, but I don't mind it. It's not horrible. It's, you know, not my personal taste, but I am sure that there are quite a few witchy folk who would absolutely love that and hang that and display that. So although it's not to my particular personal taste, it's not offensive in any way, shape or form. You know, if I was buying this for someone just starting out on their witchy journey and I wasn't sure their own personal aesthetic, I could see me getting something like this as a gift or something. So yeah, okay, not my favorite item, but I'm not mad at it. And then there's something in the bottom, which is a book. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Moon Meditations. Oh, 365 nighttime reflections for a peaceful sleep. Let's have a look. Let's go straight to 2 days that I immediately will go look at. One is the summer solstice. The June 21st is have faith in the tide, so that's interesting. And then the next one I will look at is my own birthday, because I am that narcissistic. Light attracts light. There is no need to chase anything. What you desire will not arrive through force or desperation. Worry and fear will only bring more worry and fear. Embody the energy of that which you desire. Embody kindness, openness and love. Light attracts light. It's very live, laugh, love, isn't it? But no, that's an interesting little book. I guess if you are fairly new to meditations and you're wanting sort of positive affirmation type things, that's a really handy little book. You just go, oh, what am I feeling like today? What is, as I'm filming this, it is the 22nd of May. So let's have a look then. So we'll see what it is for today as well. Today's mindful moon meditation is take a look back. The path of growth is long and it's easy to get caught up in all the things you have yet to accomplish. So when you find yourself lost in worry and self-doubt, pause for a moment, pause and remember just how far you've come. There you go. It's not something that is particularly new, you know, that sort of on the fringes of witchcraft, if you like, that sort of entry point. So I don't mind this at all. If I'd had a whole box of the Stay Wild Moonchild theme, I think I would have been a bit miffed, to be honest with you. But to have a few select items in a random box with lots of other things, I am more than happy with that, especially because this box, as I say, only cost me £15. And they do have... there's more than this one available. There's lots of boxes available for £15. And they do say, though, that there might be some repeat items. Obviously, not each box is going to just have these one-off items. So some boxes may contain a couple of these bits. Some boxes may contain all of these bits. Some boxes may contain completely other things and none of these bits. And that's just what you get when you get one of their surprise boxes. I must say, I actually really like this. I quite like it as a box. I like it as a random selection of items. I like the fact we've got some various different bits and pieces. So we've got a couple of spell kits there. We've got a random 3 bits of ribbon. Least said about that the better. A Moonchild Stay Wild trinkety bowly type lovely type thing of loveliness. Obviously the very basic witch supplies of the salt, the board. I do like the Herbs for Magical Purposes book. I think that's going to be really useful. Obviously, candles are something I use a lot of. The parchment scroll for protection. It's very basic, but again, it's, you know, in a kit for beginners as well as experienced witches. That's the sort of thing you would expect. I love, love, love the little sun chime, this sun catcher here. I do think that's going to hang in my kitchen or possibly outside actually. we're in the process of doing up our garden and planting out lots more herbs, and I've got a witchy herb area, which is where my mugwort is. But I do have a witchy herb area, so I might even hang that outside in that area. I think it might look really pretty. This, as I'm filming this on the 22nd, it is absolutely still available. So this is what I happen to get in my box. If you buy one of these, and you'll get it in a couple of days' time, do please leave me a comment down below on what was in your box. Was it the same? What did you get if you've ordered one of these? But also, if this turned up on your doorstep, what would your reaction be? If you paid £30 or £35, whatever their monthly rate is for this, what would your reaction be? And if you paid just £15 and this turned up, what would your reaction be? So I've bypassed the bit of giving a dud and a star item. I will say the star item is going to be that sun catchery hangy thing, and the dud, oh, I know, the dud will be this 3 ribbon weavy thing, because I think it's a little bit something and nothing. It's just 3 coloured ribbons. I like the idea, and I do really appreciate the idea, but you could have included a little hoop so that we can hang it up, and maybe a couple of charms or something. That might have been a really useful thing. But overall, I think this is a really, really, really good value box. So then, there you go. You've heard all of my thoughts about this WitchBox surprise box. Let me know down in the comments, as I say, your thoughts and opinions. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and then ding your bell. And that way YouTube should let you know each and every time I upload a video or go live with one of my tarot streams. And yeah, that's all I've got for you today. And as I always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye-bye.